think we shall start the lecture because before you CT2 we have to cover unit number 3 and 4 as well. So we'll not wait for the other candidate. They will join soon. So here in previous lecture we have seen certain examples of RH, that is Roth-Hurwitz criterion, to with different conditions, different cases. So we'll continue with that and we'll see the relative stability as well. So I'll share my screen now. Okay, I hope the PPT is visible to you people. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we had 5 numericals before. So today we'll see the next numerical number 6. And again, the system is given. Determine the stability of closed loop system characteristic equation, that is s cube plus ks square plus k minus 3s plus 4 is equal to 0. We have to write a row table for that, or row array for that. But the problem statement is somewhat different. What will be range of k for system to be stable? दो चीजें पूछी है, and the marginally stable. So we need to find out range of k for that. So route array will be like this. I have 3 orders, so s cube, s square, s1 and s0. So I'll put even and odd coefficients of the polynomial. So s cube, there is 1, and then directly to the s there is k minus 3. So I kept 1 and k minus 3 here. And s square ke liye we have k, and s to the power 0 ke liye we have 4. So k and 4 is written here. Later on, you know the rules to calculate the next coefficient of s to the power 1. So this is calculated like k into k minus 3 minus 1 into 4 divided by k itself. So it comes k square minus 3k minus 4 divided by k. And the next s to the power 0, this 4 will be here. So this is how the route table is created. Now we are interested in the range of k. We have seen such kind of example before. So range of k. So you can see here for stability, this complete column should be positive value. And you can see for that we have to define the value of k. So here you can see there is a single element in s square column, sorry, row k. So of course if k is less than 0, that would be negative. So therefore what we have to do, we have to consider k is greater than 0, so that it will be positive. So I'll come back to the PPT. So the first condition is k should be greater than 0 for this column, of course, for this. Now we'll move to the next. There is one more say term here in s to the power 1, that is k square minus 3k divided by 4. So we'll this k square minus 3k divided by 4, it should be also greater than 0 to be positive. So for that, this term, that is k square minus 3k minus 4, should be greater than 0. So we may write this equation. Of course, this equation you can directly write like k minus 4 into k plus 4 is nothing but k square minus 3k minus 4. This k minus 4 into k plus 4 should be greater than 0. So of course, to satisfy this equation, your k here, the k value should be greater than 4. Of course, if it is less than 4, then the value will be negative. So k should be greater than 4. So comparing these two terms here, यहाँ पे हमने assume किया था k should be greater than 0. And for second term here, we found that k should be greater than 4. So The values between 0 to 4 is not applicable. If values between 0 to 4, then this term will be negative. So for stability of the system, it is very easy. Stability of the system, your k value should be greater than 4. So this is the answer to the first statement. For the k value greater than 4, the system will be stable. Now we are interested in the next, that is marginally stable. How we do that? Let's go for this. What is the condition for marginally stable? In marginally stable, we get the this row we get 0, and we replace this by what? Auxiliary polynomial equation. So let's see that if my value k, I'll put here, if this value k is equal to 0, then what happens? You just see, this element is 1, this will be k minus 3, that is 4 minus 3, it will be again 1, this k will be 4, and this is already 4. So this element comes 0. This element comes 0. So we may have auxiliary polynomial equation that will be seen in next PPT, this one. So what is done for finding out the marginally stability values of the k in the route array? What will be the range of k for the system to be marginally stable? So we'll put k square minus 3k minus 4 is equal to 0, and we put k is equal to 4 there. Of course, 4 square it will be 16, minus 3 into 4 that will be 12, minus 4 it will be 16. So 16 minus 16, that say validate this equation equal to 0. So we'll put in place of k, we'll put 4, then this k minus 3 will be 1. Taking the cross multiplication, 4 into 1 is 4, minus 4 into 1 it will be 4, 4 minus 4 it will be 0. Here, not here, it will be 0 here in s to the power 1. For that, what we do? We just have auxiliary polynomial equation as. So what is, how we write that? Wherever the 0 comes, कहाँ पे 0 आया था? मैंने यहाँ पे route table में 8 ही लिखा है जो हमने find out करने के बाद, but यहाँ पे 0 आया था. So just above that there is this line. So what we can write? Auxiliary equation 4 into s square. So 4 into s square plus 4 into s to the power 0 is nothing but 1 plus 4. And what is the next next row? For that, we derivate the auxiliary equation with respect to s. So d by ds of as will be 8s plus 0, and that is how whatever the 0 came here, I replace it by what? 8 and 0. You may write 0 here, लिखा तो भी चलेगा, नहीं लिखा तो भी चलेगा. So next is 8 and 0, and what will be s to the power 0 वाला row? Then it will be 8 into 4 minus 0 divided by 8. It will be of course 4. So this is how we get a next element of the route array. Then what is the root of this system? Root of this system is nothing but the root of auxiliary equation. Root means nothing but poles. So root of this auxiliary equation is nothing but root of the system, this complete system. So we'll have this equation here, taking root of auxiliary polynomial equation. It is 4s square plus 4 equal to 0. I may take 4 common, so it will be s square plus 1 is equal to 0. And if I get value of s, that will be plus minus j1. So you know, plus minus j1 on the axis s plane, there will be plus j1 here and minus j1 here on imaginary axis. And you know, if it is on imaginary axis, the system is marginally stable for value of what? K is equal to 4. So making the last statement about this problem, to make this system, as I said, system means the characteristic equation given into the problem statement, this one. To make this system stable, value of k should be greater than 4. And to make this system marginally stable, value of k should be equal to 4. I hope you understand this problem. So It is very important to get say 7 to 8 marks. Now moving to the next say concept is the relative stability. And I will shortly tell you what is the relative stability, because till the time we have seen what? We have seen absolute stable and marginally stable or unstable. These three terms that we have already seen, and we know if the roots of the system are in left hand plane, then it is stable. If any of the root is in right hand plane, then it is unstable. And if the roots are on imaginary axis, then it will be marginally stable, that we have seen. Next is I am interested in Routh-Hurwitz criterion along with relative stability. We'll see some theoretical background of the relative stability. Are you with me? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Because this concept is very important. Relative stability. I will quote one example, and along with that example, I'll tell you what. Let's see the open loop system, that you know what is open loop system. If feedback is not provided from output to input, that means open loop system. The diagram shows the open loop system. Open loop system are heavily prone to disturbances. We have already seen in first unit. If system is open loop, so suppose air conditioner into the room, and if some external environmental changes or say certain number of people came into the room, it is the disturbance. And if the AC is not closed loop, then it will deviate from the ambient temperature, whatever is set at, so like say 27 degree or 29 degree centigrade, whatever. Output is largely affected by change in the system parameter. Of course, if system parameter are changed, external disturbances are there, environmental changes are there, then it is largely affected by this. Example, electric circuit are largely affected due to change in circuit parameter or environmental condition like temperature, external disturbances such as change in supply voltage. We already considered an example of air conditioner. Open loop air conditioner, these disturbance will largely change the output or heavily change the output if there is no closed loop. So this is kind of open loop and not recommended, of course. Then what is a closed loop system? You know what is closed loop? A part of the output is taken through a feedback again to the input is nothing but closed loop. Here you can see this is the disturbance can be controlled by this controller. Of course, controller will read the feedback error, and accordingly it will try to reduce the disturbance. Now here, and this is what NS is the noise. NS is the noise. So that can be also considered. So a closed loop system uses measurement of output signal and comparison with the desired output generated an error signal that is used by controller. This is controller to control the output of this, to adjust the actuator, and the output will be controlled to whatever is the, say if we are talking about air conditioner, so it will adjust the ambient temperature to whatever is the setted value. Now, this is an example of what we are learning, relative stability. A model of automatic control, speed control of automobile on a straight run. This is the example. So straight run pick, what can be the disturbance? Like I'm going on the straight run and I want automatic speed control. Forget about the say turning angle and everything. I am just interested in the speed. So I want 50 kilometer per hour speed, standard speed. It should not be 49. It should not be 51. But what happen if I have straight road? There may be automatic acceleration due to air or deceleration due to air from opposite side to the car. Is it? There might be positive slope, means down slope. There might be up slope. So if there is a down slope, then your car will take more speed. If there is up slope in straight line, then your speed will be affected. Of course, it will be reduced. So yeah, all these conditions, whatever may be the slope, whatever may be the external parameters, your speed should be say 50 kilometer per hour. So for that you can say what is this? There is a system which is having say 50 kilometer per hour. It is theoretically हमें सिर्फ दिमाग में रखना है इसको concept को. So this is system where we need a certain speed of 50 kilometer per hour, but due to say these any of these conditions, say downslope, upslope, or say air resistance or anything else, suppose your speed is deviated from 50, it may be reduced or increased. Then what happened? This tachometer will check out what the speed, that is nothing but the feedback taken. This is given to the summing amplifier or say summer. Then error is generated, and according to this error, this throttle control, this is the controller, this throttle control will either brake the vehicle or accelerate the vehicle. So whatever was the road disturbances are now compensated by taking feedback and controlling it with the help of error. And of course, your speed will be constant to 50 kmph. So this is again the example of what closed loop system along with error and disturbances and feedback. Now we'll come to the characteristic equation. A closed loop system can be represented considering open loop system and the feedback as shown in the figure. Now if we go straight away here, RS to CS without HS, then it will be of course open loop system. But what is the transfer function in generalized feedback system? I have one feedback there, and the transfer function can be written as, we have already seen, no need to derive. It is system that is g of s upon 1 plus system that is, यहाँ पे माइनस साइन है इसलिए यहाँ पे प्लस आया है, यहाँ पे अगर प्लस रहता तो माइनस आता, system into the feedback that is hs. So this is what generalized closed loop system equation. And of course if it is a generalized closed loop system equation, denominator में जो term है that is 1 plus gs, hs will be your characteristic equation in this transfer function. Now the characteristic equation continued with the similar point. The characteristic equation of closed loop feedback system is of course denominator that is 1 plus gs into hs equal to 0, क्योंकि हमें characteristic equation we need for further processing, finding out the root, finding out the range of stability or relative stability. All the feedback system with non-unity gain can be represented by unity gain feedback system as. I may introduce one more, means non-unity gain. You can see this system is non-unity gain, but I may represent this system with unity gain by this adjustment. Instead of writing g of s, I will write g dash of s will be equal to g of s upon 1 minus g of s plus g of s into h dash of s, where h dash of s is nothing but unity gain. If you work on this, the characteristic equation of the equivalent unity feedback, the characteristic equation of equivalent unity feedback system, the same as shown, that is 1 plus g dash of s into h dash of s will be equal to what? 1 plus g dash of s, that will be 1 plus g of s into h of s. You can see here it will be similar after this adjustment. This can be say easily understood into the example for coming example. What is this adjustment is? We have not derived this, and no need to derive it again. So improve stability. What is the improved stability? We say certain system is stable, but there might be certain problem with say stability of the system that we'll see. Consider the system with open loop transfer function. What is open loop transfer function here? G of s is equal to 1 upon s plus 1 into s plus 2. Is it stable? Can anybody answer within minute or within second? Is it stable system? It is open loop system. No, why? Can I put the reason?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
One
what
loop
is the reason?
with side and one loop is on left hand side, and hence.
Yes. Of course, mute your mic. Because one pole is at +1 and one pole is at -2. So the loop system is unstable as it has the poles that is -2. It will be of course show stability, but +1 is on the right hand side. So +1 is here and -2 is somewhere here. So if the single pole is in right hand plane, then system is unstable. So system is unstable. Now a negative feedback is introduced such that HS is equal to 3. A open loop system. Open loop system is what? If I suppose have an input, one block that is system G of S, and output that is means open loop. Now what I am doing, I am connecting a feedback externally, that is H of S. I'm connecting feedback here. Then after feedback, this will be closed loop. So you have to decide the feedback element to make this system stable. Unstable है, हमें stable बनाना है. So now a negative feedback is introduced such that HS is equal to 3. So then the characteristic equation of the closed loop system is characteristic equation. If you formulate, this is directly taken because we just are focusing on the fundamentals or concept of the relative stability. So will not go into the derivation. But if you take this value h of s is equal to 3 negative feedback, then the characteristic equation become s square plus s plus 1 is equal to 0. And therefore, if you calculate the root of this equation, modified of course, not for this now, for this modified along with feedback, your roots are -1/2. You know how to find out the root. That's why I'm not going into that say way. So -1/2 plus minus j root 3/2. Now how is S plane? How is S plane? S plane is like this. I have real axis, imaginary axis. I have somewhere here is -1/2, and here is say plus j root 3/2, and here is minus j root 3/2. So you can see just by introducing a feedback, negative feedback of hs is equal to 3, your characteristic equation has changed and your roots are also changed. Therefore, the closed loop system have a pair of complex root in left hand plane, and hence the closed loop system is stable by introducing feedback in this open loop system. So this is improved stability, we can say. I just compare the whatever we talk till the time. Advantage of relative stability or improved stability. Improved stability of the system, of course. Decrease sensitivity of the system to variation of parameter of the process. Sensitivity बढ़ा देता है अगर parameter changes हो रहे तो. Improved rejection of disturbances, of course. Disturbance को reject करने की capability improve हो जाती है. Improve reduction of steady state error of the system, of course error will be improved. Improve accuracy by measurement of noise attenuation, noise will be attenuated. Increases the bandwidth of the system. Bandwidth is nothing but the range of operating into the stable value. What are the disadvantage of this? Reduces gain of the overall system. अगर हम ऐसा करते हैं adjustment, then gain of the system, gain is nothing but what? K. Overall gain will be reduced and increases the cost and complexity, of course. These are the two disadvantages. When looking at the advantages, these are say negligible because we are improving the stability, sensitivity is also increasing, noise and disturbances also reducing, steady state error is less, bandwidth is more. Then these are the number of advantages compared to disadvantage. So it is of course beneficial. Now, what is the relative stability? Stability concept introduced till now resemble the system either stable or unstable. This characterization of the stability is known as absolute stability that we have seen earlier. Given system is stable, the degree of stability of the system, in other words, how far or closed, the system is instability is known as relative stability of the system. I will quote one example for this. Relative stability concept adheres with closed loop feedback system, where the tuning of the feedback system is essential to make corresponding open loop system stable or to achieve desired outcome from the closed loop. Relative stability of the system is determined by relative position of real part of the roots or pair of the root on characteristic equation or S-plane. The relative damping of each root, typically for complex pair, contributes the transient response of the system. Hence, the study of relative stability is very important in closed loop system. It is applicable for closed loop. Now, this PPT is blank because I would like to explain what is written in previous slide. Suppose I have S-plane. This, of course, this is what sigma, that is real, and this is what omega, j omega. So it will be of course what imaginary axis, and this is real axis. Let's see the example of air conditioner. I have air conditioner with me, and in the room or cabin, and the roots of that system is say 0.1. I'll say minus 0.1 plus minus j1 plus minus j1. This is the roots of the system. So where it will be located? Somewhere here to the imaginary axis. This is what 0.1 minus 0.1, and somewhere here your roots are located. That is j minus j and plus j. Before going further, I'd like to ask question whether this AC air conditioner is stable or not. Is it stable? I have roots. I put it in front of you. I have S-plane. That graph is also in front of you. I need answer from your side quickly. Am I audible to you? Hello? Am I audible to you people?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So anybody of you can just comment on the stability. I'm not given the equation. I have directly provided you roots or say poles. These are the roots or poles. Tell me stability. Is it stable or not? Very simple question.
Yes, sir.
Simple question. Yes. Who is speaking?
Stable.
Yes, stable. Don't get say confused or don't hesitate to answer. You may be wrong. Don't you worry. So it is stable because your stability says if it is left hand plane, roots are present in left hand plane, then stable. And it is in left hand plane minus 0.1. But the minus 0.1 is very, very close to the imaginary axis. And I'm talking about AC. I'm talking about AC. Let's assume now, let's assume the power is off for certain time. आपल्या इथे कॉलेजला जाते तशी 8 सेकंदासाठी लाईन गेली, जनरेटर ऑन झाल्यानंतर, but the power is off for certain second or minute, suppose. What will happen to this? What will happen to this? Of course, it will suddenly go to the unstable region because the power is off for very short duration, and you can see these poles are very close to the what? Right hand plane. Right hand plane. That is nothing but it is very close to this instability region. That is US. I'll write instability region ke very close. So if there is a slight change in say slight disturbance, we can say, or slight power off for certain say very few seconds or few minutes, then suddenly your system will jump from stable region to the unstable region. And here your relative stability comes. ऐसा AC क्या काम का? I kept it stability of the AC like this, और थोड़ा सा भी disturbance या फिर parameter changes are there, then suddenly it is in unstable mode. So this is not suitable. So what we do in this case? In this case, we try to improve the stability. We try to calculate relative stability. I'll move further. I hope the concept is understood. Shall I move further or any clarification you need in this? At least respond me. Shall I move further?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we'll move to the next point. I hope you understood what is relative stability with previous example. We have seen the theory, we have seen what change in the characteristic equation. So the relative stability using RH criterion, that is Raut-Hurwitz के साथ relative stability. Consider a closed loop system with characteristic equation. क्या है characteristic equation? Product of all S minus Pi, that is I limit from 1 to n. That may be, of course, if n is 3, it will be S minus P1 into S minus P2 into S minus P3 is equal to 0. So 3 roots are there. There will be 3 products here. So obtain from the numerator of the expression 1 plus GS HS is equal to 0. Of course, closed loop system यहाँ पे दिखता है 1 plus GS HS दिख रहा है. इसका मतलब this is closed loop equation. And this is a numerator, that is nothing but characteristic equation. Then the relative stability of the root can be determined using Raut-Hurwitz criterion by axis shift. ठीक है, अभी हम रिलेटिव स्टेबिलिटी निकाल रहे हैं. एक्सिस शिफ्ट मींस अर्लियर एग्जांपल में हमने देखे थे कि very close roots are there to the imaginary axis, and if there is slight change in parameter, disturbances, noise or anything, it may easily shift into the unstable region. That's why what we do, we try to shift this axis. So that is done by relative stability. We'll move further. One example of relative stability using RH criterion. I have a system characteristic equation of third order given by s cube plus 4s square plus 9s plus 10 is equal to 0. The roots of the equation are, roots आप calculate कर सकते हो, I have taken directly. S is equal to -2 and S is equal to -1 plus minus J2. One is say real pole and one is complex pole. All the roots have negative real parts. You can see ये है -2 and this is -1. So if you plot if you plot S plane, then it will be here somewhere -2 and here will be -1. -1 पे direct नहीं है, -1 पे we have minus J2 and plus J2 वाला coordinates like this. So these are the two poles. One is complex conjugate, one is real. So here these roots are calculated straightforward. जो method है partial fraction वगैरह use करके, and complex conjugation निकालने के लिए there is equation using that. Let us examine using Raut-Hurwitz criterion. RS table में लिखा है how there are 3 degrees s square plus s cube s square s to the power 1 s to the power 0. Write the coefficient of that. So coefficient s cube के लिए 1 and s के लिए 9. So there will be 1 and 9. Then here 4 and 10. So 4 and 10. So you can have cross multiplication, that is 4 by 9 minus 10 divided by 4. So it will be 26 by 4 and 10 comes as it is here. Now you can see all the elements in the first column of the Raut table are positive. We can see here all positive. Hence there are no root in right hand plane and system is stable. ये तो हमें इसके पहले भी पता है. We know this. We have solved such kind of example. Let's move further. Now what is the relative stability? whatever we understood earlier here is with reference to the imaginary axis of S-plane. What about this? Now this, here you can see now the relative stability of the system is examined. The imaginary axis is shifted by sigma is equal to -1 as shown in the figure. So this is what, this was the imaginary axis, original imaginary axis, but I'll take this reference shifted by -1 and I will try to find out how many number of poles are there in the left half of sigma is equal to -1, not sigma is equal to 0. Sigma is equal to -1 to make it more relatively stable. So you can see this diagram. This will be, of course, more clear in the coming example. Now, here is one characteristic equation. Let S1, मैंने एक नया axis consider किया है, say that is S1, and S1 is nothing but S plus 1. S1 is nothing but S plus 1. Then the characteristic equation can be written as which characteristic equation? Above this one here. ये characteristic equation मैं rewrite कर रहा हूं to shift the imaginary axis और sigma. So S1 is equal to S plus 1. इसका मतलब S is equal to what? S is equal to S1 minus 1. So I'll put all the values. You can see here. S1 is equal to S plus 1. So S will be S1 minus 1. I'll put all the values in the previous characteristic equation. And then after we get S1 cube plus S1 square plus 4S1 plus 4 equal to 0. Let's see the root array for this system now, modified system, shifted system. That will be S1 cube, S square, S1 square, S1 to the power 1, S1 to the power 0. Let's have the coefficient S cube और S का coefficient है 1 and 4 and S square and S to the power 1 sorry 0 का coefficient है 1 and 4. What happened in this 1 and 4 1 4? It will lead to the 0. You just cross multiply 4 minus 4. It will be 0 here. It will be 0 term here. So what we do in this case? In this case, we go for the auxiliary equation for just above wherever the 0 is coming. So auxiliary equation will be AS. With auxiliary equation, AS will be 1 into S1 square plus 4. So there is no sign change in the first column. इसके बाद क्या करते हैं हम? इसे derivate करते हैं. Derive this auxiliary equation. It will be 2S plus 0. So I may write 2 here and 4 as it is here. So you can see the first column here. There is no negative sign or there is no sign change in the first column. All are positive. Hence there are no roots in the right hand plane of the shifted S plane. Shifted by what? Shifted by -1. -1 के लेफ्ट साइड में भी कोई ऐसा प्लेन ये नहीं है रूट जो राइट हैंड साइड में नहीं है, सभी लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में है. So the roots of the auxiliary equation क्या है? S square plus 4 is equal to 0. So if you calculate the root S1, there will be plus minus J2. Therefore, the system is marginally stable. I will plot S plane here. I'll plot S plane so that you will get it clear. So I have this. Initially कैसा था? Initially sigma is equal to 0 पे हम work कर रहे थे. Now due to this, to get relative stability, I have used another. Say I can not draw straight line here. I'm using this as an my as a reference axis to -1, and these are No, now no root is on the left hand of this shifted plane. This is the shifted plane. What is shifted plane? It is say S1, and still the system is stable. So we are trying to move away from the actual imaginary axis to get system more stable. That is, say, the relative stability. Now one numerical and then we'll stop. And this numerical is based on the relative stability. That's why we have seen the concept of relative stability first. So determine the stability of the closed loop system of the characteristic equation. This is the characteristic equation: s cube plus 4s square plus 6s plus 4 is equal to 0. Find the number of roots of the system lies left of s is equal to -1. ऐसी भी प्रॉब्लम्स आते हैं. क्या बोला है? लेफ्ट ऑफ s is equal to -1. s is equal to 0 के लेफ्ट में नहीं, s is equal to -1 means it is what? It is a kind of shifted s plane. We consider the dominant variable, that is Sn is equal to s plus 1. जैसे अर्लियर एग्जाम्पल में लिया था हमने, एस प्लेन को -1 से शिफ्ट करने के लिए, दैट इज शिफ्टेड एस प्लेन निकालने के लिए, आई यूज वन डोमिनेंट वेरिएबल, that is Sn is equal to s plus 1. Then the characteristic equation become what it become? S will be what then? S will be Sn minus 1. So put in place of s, put Sn minus 1. So it will be Sn minus 1 cube plus 4 into Sn minus 1 square plus 6 into Sn minus 1 plus 4 is equal to 0. Say solve this. After solving you will get Sn cube plus Sn square plus Sn plus 1 is equal to 0. Now make root table or root array. It will be Sn cube, Sn square, Sn to the power 1, Sn to the power 0. Put the coefficients. I'll put coefficient of s cube, that will be 1 here. Then Sn, then it will be again 1. Then Sn square, it is 1. Then s to the power 0, that is also 1. You just go for the cross multiplication. Root array extend karna hai. 1 minus 1, it will be 0 here. It will be 0. So there will be 0, 0. Then what we do? We take auxiliary equation just above the 0, column above the 0th column, sorry, row above the 0th row. So ये इसका auxiliary equation निकालना पड़ेगा हमें. क्या रहेगा? If entire row is 0, auxiliary polynomial is a of Sn will be 1 into Sn square, 1 into Sn square plus 1. Then what is the next step? अगली रो निकालने के लिए we derive this equation with respect of Sn. So d by dsn will be into asn will be 2 into Sn लिखना था, ये थोड़ा गड़बड़ हो गया यहाँ. I'll make it correct right away. Into Sn. Into Sn. So we got auxiliary equation, we derivated with respect to Sn, and we got 2 plus 0, or 2 and 0 are the coordinates that is kept in place of 0 wala row. So 2 and 0. Then calculate, that is 2 into 1 is 2 minus 1 into 0 is 0, that will be 2. 2 divided by 2 itself will be 1. So route array is completed here for the shifted or dominant variable, and that has been seen. It is all positive values in the first column. So as the first column is positive, hence no roots on the right of s minus 1. इसका सीधे सीधे वही काम करना है, सिर्फ s minus 1 के लिए हम देख रहे हैं. So accordingly, if I plot the s plane, this is sigma is equal to 0 here. I have dominant axis here at s is equal to -1, and by this method I can say until and unless my root come say in the right hand of -1, there is no problem of instability. यहाँ से लेके ये मार्जिन मिली है, यहाँ तक आया तो भी इंस्टेबल होगा नहीं, -1 to 0. But if goes beyond 0, then of course it will be unstable. So for all the values of the root lies in left hand of s is equal to -1. It may be here, it may be here, it may be here, where it may be, but it is left hand of s is equal to -1. Now here determine the stability, वही equation है, no need to write. So taking the roots of the auxiliary polynomial equation, क्योंकि हमें roots निकालना है. So auxiliary polynomial equation क्या है? It is Sn square plus 1. Take it equal to 0. So Sn square plus 1 equal to 0. If you take a root, then it is what? J1 plus and J1 minus. So here, if you plot the root, it will be like this. This is omega, this is sigma, this is omega is, sorry, sigma is equal to 0. This will be your shifted plane, -1, this will be -1. And where these are located now? Where these are located? Can anybody tell me? Are they located on axis sigma is equal to 0 or sigma is equal to -1? I want an answer from your side. I want to put two crosses at plus j and minus j. Are they located on sigma is equal to 0 line or are they located on sigma is equal to -1 line? Until and unless I get answer from your side, I will not end this lecture. I'll wait for the answer. Yes, I'm waiting for the answer. Until I get an answer, I'll not disconnect this lecture. The question is simple. This Sn, that is plus minus j, is it located on omega, sorry, sigma is equal to 0 axis, means ये वाला, or sigma is equal to -1 axis, ये वाला? Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell me the answer. It is very easy.
-1.
Yes, who is saying -1? I'll clarify it. Don't you worry. If you are wrong, who is saying -1? How many of you say -1? Raise your hand. How many of you say -1? Raise your hand. Yes. Okay. Yes, drop your hand, please. Drop your hand. Yeah, drop your hand. Remove that. Okay. And how many of you says that plus minus j is located on this axis? That is sigma 0 wala line. Raise your hand. Those who are saying, yes, Mahesh, you are saying it is at omega, sorry, sigma 0. Jagruti. Any other? Only two people are? Okay. So I am telling you, Mahesh, Jagruti, Your answer is wrong. Your answer is wrong because I'm sorry. This was the case. This is -1. This is 0. This is sigma. This is omega. You please remember this line, ये वाला line, this line is nothing but for S plane. This is for S plane. और S को हमने कब का रिप्लेस किया है Sn से? We added dominant pole or dominant plane, that is S plus 1 वाला. Sn is equal to S plus 1. So this ये dash line जो लिखा है -1 पे, this plane is nothing but Sn plane. This plane is Sn plane, and we have calculated the roots for Sn plane, not for S plane. We calculated roots for Sn plane. यहाँ पे ही आंसर है, no need to move here and there. Sn plane. So your plus j will located here and your minus j exactly mirrored here. Minus j is located on this. First thing is this, accordingly you can identify. तो यहाँ पे नहीं है, यहाँ पे नहीं है, ये S plane है and shifted S plane is Sn plane. And again, just before this slide, we have made a statement looking at this route array that as first column is positive, hence no roots on right hand of S is equal to -1. अगर हम यहाँ पे पोल दिखाते हैं तो प्रीवियस स्टेटमेंट हमारा गलत है. हमने अभी बोला है कि ये जो लाइन है इसके राइट हैंड साइड में एक भी पोल नहीं है. So this is your wrong answer. This is the wrong answer. Your shifted plane is Sn and it is at -1. So simply talking, this is what Sn plane, and here sigma is equal to 0 will be your S plane. So this is nothing but this is called shifted plane. This is shifted plane. And to get, of course, the relative stability. I hope you understood the relative stability and accordingly we may use RH with relative stability. We quoted one example of air conditional, which is very say simple example. If there is a 0.1 minus 0.1 j plus minus j is your character say root, then if there is a disturbance or power off, then -0.1 से 0 क्रॉस करके राइट हैंड में जाना, इट इज नॉट टू टफ. सो इट इज दो इट इज स्टेबल बट रिलेटिवली इट इज से अनस्टेबल, थोड़ा सा भी डिस्टर्बेंस हैंडल नहीं कर पाएगी. Means if we lastly I'll make one comment here. If I have say S plane and if your poles are located near to the imaginary axis and say few poles are located far away from the axis, so this whatever the pole, earlier we learned this concept in unit number 1, the pole far away from the imaginary axis is the better stability, because this pole near to the imaginary axis may drive your system into unstable region due to slight change in the parameter of the system or the disturbance or the noise. Okay, so with this theory and the example of stability and relative stability, we stop here. In next lecture onward, we will see root locus technique, which is completely differ from the Routh-Hurwitz criteria. Some drawbacks are there of RH criteria. That's why we'll move to the root locus technique, and then the unit number 3 will be over, and for unit number 4 it will be handed over to Dhekekar sir. Thank you very much. If any question, I may wait for 1 minute.
हेलो सर.
Yes.
सर पीडीएफ कब तक अपलोड करेंगे?
अभी तक जो लेक्चर हुए उसका अपलोड हो चुका है, सिर्फ अभी का लेक्चर है वो अपलोड होने का बाकी?
हाँ सर, वो देखा।
Yeah, are you asking about today's lecture?
यस सर।
This will be uploaded tomorrow.
ओके सर।
PDF as well as video, because to upload video I have to download it first, because it will get expire after 20 days. So I have to download it first.